Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am currently cleaning up our fluid drives. Fluids, gases, same kind of, same drive. And I need to basically, I'm going through every single one and pulling out anything that should have a digital singularity, and I'm voiding some stuff that we pretty much don't need. Now, I say that, and we will probably need it right after I void it, like happened with our, when I voided the infinity chest, we immediately needed stuff that I had in there. To be fair, that was like the most random stuff that barely get used in most recipes. There's just a couple use cases for them, so that is kind of why. Like, I think the sticky resin. I don't have any sticky resin right now because I voided it all, but it's like the most random raw rubber dust, but we don't really ever need it that much. But now that I don't have it, we need it. Molten thallium. Do we want to put molten? I mean, I have a whole bunch more drives. I guess thallium is not. It's not something we like. Thulium. There it is. It's not something we produce continuously, but you can see we have quite a bit of it. And that is just because I crafted up a whole lot of it. We get it from the space elevator. Alright, so I got that one and that one. When I do this, it should hopefully... Yep, there it goes. Yeah, because we have quite a few disk drives full of that dimensional residue. We don't go through it fast enough. Alright, so this disk drive has 1 billion stellar catalysts. Now, I am keeping that in stock, and I wasn't before, but now I'm keeping just a whole ton of the stellar catalyst, so yeah, we're gonna want to do that. I mean, these disk drives hold a lot. I mean, you can see it's 1 billion there. Molten iron is what we use for rhodium. Some of this stuff, I don't know if we're gonna need that, but I'm gonna leave it. Did that? Is that the right one? Wow, that that went really quick. That just moved 1 billion millibuckets over really quickly. Okay, well, I'm going to continue this. I did finish setting up these 3 things. It actually looks... I mean, it looks a little crazy. This is our subnet. So both of these... No, this one goes to Mars. Yeah, didn't we? Actually, no. I'm thinking about it. Didn't we have 2? Oh, I guess, no, the other one goes, yeah, the other one goes into the main network. That's right. Yeah, that's just the outputs. The output hatch, output bus, so that doesn't go on the subnet. So, yeah, this goes on to the subnet. Yeah, and we got those. I just did the exact same thing. I think this one can actually be increased. I think it does 4 times. So slightly faster if you input it all at once. But I might, if we upgrade it again or add more of the astral arrays, I might just fix it then. But for the time being, I'll just let it do the four processes. It works. I mean, we get the... It's not going over anything like that. It just, it takes 4 crafts instead of just the 1. Okay, well, I'm going to continue doing this, and then I need to tackle this. I guess being able to put multiple in a crafting recipe and just crafting and canceling is actually not that bad. But yeah, I'm going to finish doing this. And I am kind of spring cleaning a little bit here too. That is a lot of molten neutronium, isn't it? I guess I could put that on a thing. Acetic something. We used that obviously for something way back in the day. Oh, that was for, I think that was for something, I want to say one of the catalysts for the QFT, I think that was. But now that we have the catalyst, we don't. For super glue for the catalyst, I think that's what it was for. I could be wrong. All right. So yeah, just kind of emptying these out, cleaning this up, and just putting everything in these digital singularities. All right, welcome back. Okay, we are back, and I am just continuing with the drives. Now I have one for nickel plasma and xenosine. I'm going to do one for the molten tin. I believe we get that as a... Oh, we're running low here. We get that as a byproduct from one of... I think it's like... It's the... Something with this. Is it this recipe? Yes, there it is. And we craft this up so many times. We're up to like 1 billion of that stuff. So I'm gonna make a recipe for that. Is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? Man, we have so much. As I'm like thinking about it, is this really something we need? Do I ever use molten tin? I mean, I don't even remember if what we need this for, to be honest. It might be in some random recipe. We don't use molten tin in any of the circuits. And all this is just ingots. Like all the... I don't fluid solidify this stuff. I'm almost thinking maybe I should just void it. Is there a reason for me to keep this? Also, bacterial sludge, that is another byproduct. Although, I don't know if we actually... We're not really doing this recipe anymore. I was crafting up stem cells, but now I'm actually just using this recipe to craft them up. And then we use that to get the biocells. Yeah, so we use it for that. Before I was just crafting up stem cells directly and mixing it. But now I've kind of done a circular recipe, so it is producing both. So don't think we're actually going to be crafting that up anymore. But what I'm thinking is, why don't we... And I don't know if this is actually going to work. These are all going to go. I just want to see if this works. If I do that, so like molten tin and the bacterial sludge. I guess I could have done bacterial sludge. I could have put that up there first. But all right. And then we want to do this, but then I'm just going to void all fluids that enter the tank. I am kind of wondering, like, if something happens with the molten tin, is that going to screw it up if it puts it in the A's? I don't know. Also, I don't know if this will go fast enough. So we shall see. So there is our molten tin. And we'll see. We shouldn't have, we might have, oh yeah, we have 4.7 billion bacterial sludge. Which is why we are doing this. The xenosine, the plasma, molten titanium. I'm just going to remove that. I don't know if some of the... Sometimes if it's used in parts of a ingot, it's kind of annoying. But then it just sits in a thing taking up one of the types. Alright, well there we go. We'll see. Okay, well... They both disappeared. Like, really fast. Okay, it looks like it actually worked. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Now... The one thing I will say is if I want to just randomly craft this up for some reason, it's just going to immediately void it after it crafts it up. So bacterial sludge in that could... no, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Because if we're crafting up a recipe that uses molten tin or bacterial sludge or something like that, it'll just go into... Like, it doesn't actually get input into the A system. It's... Well, maybe it does. I don't know how it exactly works, but it ends up, like, getting used in the craft before it gets voided, I think. Okay. So, I just figured... I was trying to figure out, like, a way to void fluids at, like, super high amounts. And I'm like, wait a second, we could just... Fluid storage... onto this. I just have to be careful that we don't accidentally void stuff we don't want, because that would be very bad. Nitrogen gas shouldn't be in there. Oh. I guess that'll go in the thing. Molten indole, oxygen plasma, we have water. I don't remember why we have water in there. We did need it for stuff. I do remember that. That's why I set this up. But this wasn't like anywhere near enough, and I don't remember what it was for, to be honest. There is so many recipes that require... It might have been... I think that's what it was. It was super coolant. I think that's what it was. IC2 coolant. Yeah, so that uses water. It actually uses distilled water. I don't know which one I use, to be honest. I have to be using distilled water for that. Do I need all this water, though? I guess I could just throw it in a... I could just throw it in a digital singularity, I guess. If we need it for other stuff. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. Water cell? Is that... That's... I think that will set it. There's so many different waters, I never really know. Water, nitrogen, yeah. Oh, and celestial tungsten. I actually have so much of that from... It's crazy how much molten celestial tungsten we have now. Because... That used to be difficult to get, but we get tons of it from Transcendent Metal. Yeah, that we get that as a byproduct, and I don't go through it fast enough. All right. So, all right, this is just, this is going to take me a little bit of time, but it's because I want to do this. I really want to clean up everything. I just need to make sure. I'm actually not sure why this stuff is actually, like, I'm not moving that stuff around. I don't know why it's ending up in these drives. I don't really know how A works though. Like, why is it moving stuff around? That one has, no, they're all like little amounts, which is fine. That is the reason I did so many disk drives, is for all these little tiny little amounts. Yeah, I think these are all good, I think. All right, I'll move on. All right, we are back, and I'm just getting rid of a bunch of stuff never gonna use. And I just want to double check that I have X here. Can't remember if I added that. Yeah, I thought I did, but I don't remember it, if it was in multiple drives. Because we have like 8 million in there or something like that. So I'll do that. We do have some meteoric iron. I think we had like 50 something million. But I'm not going to do a digital singularity for that. All right, so I'm slowly working through and clearing out our disk drives of junk and converting some stuff to digital singularities. But I think next thing is to do this. Is this the... Yeah, I think I can actually just do it from here. I think I'm gonna do just everything. Because these come from the QFT. I do actually have a Molten Eternity one already. And I think a hydrogen plasma. Polyethylene. Yeah. Although, like, some stuff like polystyrene, polyvinyl chloride, I don't really use anymore, but I still think it is worth it setting a thing for that and just putting it in the digital singularities. I think it is worth it. 3, 6, 12, 15, 18. Actually have to craft up some more of these. Ten more, yes. Yeah, and then actually I think I'm assuming that I actually don't know. I haven't actually used the drops before. No, that didn't set the filter, unfortunately. Dang it. I'm gonna have to, I think I need to do like the cell. Yeah, see now it's partitioned. That unfortunately didn't partition the cell, which is makes me a little sad. I'm gonna have to go through all these. Super glue, it's not something we use often, but I figure it comes from the QFT. We might as well. Set that. The other one, the raw growth. Did I just set? Which one did I set? The growth catalyst. Yeah, the raw growth is the one that goes. I convert it. I'm like, I must have a. That must already be in a thing. I'm pretty sure I. Pretty sure I did that. Yeah, that is already in one. The raw one, though. I'm just trying to think, do we need... Do I need to set one for the raw growth? I actually don't think so, because I do convert it. And it is actually pretty quick on that multi-block right there. Okay, we're just finishing up moving the stuff out of the FFT. And I just wanted to show that thanks to someone mention it in the comments, I don't actually have to do the canceling and starting of recipes to remove all the items. And the way to actually do that is to take the... If I can remember where... Where did I put these? All right, where are... All right, there's molten Kevlar. Did I not make... Oh, there it is. And... hydrogen plasma was like over here, I think. Yep, there it is. Okay, so basically you just go to the MEIO port and you switch the directions. So transfer data to the storage cell. And since these are filtered, it'll actually just put the stuff into the cells, I think. It worked with that one. Maybe we need to do them one at a time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like you need to do it one at a time, actually. Yeah, so as I was doing all the switching over the things and clearing out drives, although I did have to empty the drives out, so it wasn't that big of a deal. All the fluid drives I was going through and clearing them out and stuff. We probably could have just done it that way and pulled, you know, catalysts or whatever from multiple of them at once. But yeah, I didn't realize that was actually a thing. I've never used it for that. The input output. But yeah, that would have made that quite a bit quicker. Although it didn't, honestly, that didn't take... It didn't take that long to remove all these the fluids from there. The most annoying bit was some of the different amounts. Like a lot of the plasmas and stuff we pulled out of the other one. were all the same amount, so I could do multiple of those at once. This one was a little bit more annoying because they're all different amounts, but yeah, once we figured out we could do the input-output with the filtered thing, that was kind of a game changer. All right, well, I think that, for the most part, is done. Now we do have some... I guess that would probably be... I'm assuming those are from... I'm pretty sure that is that one. And that is that one. I wish there was a little bit more... a little bit easier to see which one. I know it... you can... there is like a tool to help with that, but... where's this one go? Oh, that's the... yep, that can probably switch over. I can switch over to this one. Okay, actually, I think we're actually done with this. There is no subnet over here anymore. I think these are all basically done. Now, I am breaking these, so I'm probably breaking stuff in my base that I can't think of right at the moment, so I'm sure we will have issues with this. I liked having the subnet over here, but I'm kind of happy to get rid of it. This QFFT also needs to be... we'll get this moved, and then the outputs need to be fixed. Yeah, those wireless were... that's where those were going. So I think I'll probably connect them all and then dump it in the main network, kind of like what I was doing with the ones on Mars. I think we'll do. I'm just kind of cleaning up my inventory a little bit here, otherwise it gets confusing. Yeah, we'll do like connect this to this, and then if as I build more QFTs, which I probably will, I'm probably going to move all that. We'll just connect this one. I'm just trying to like make it so it's easily expandable. I know this is a little insane over here, but I'm working on it. I am working on it. All right, so those just connect directly now. And I believe these connect directly. We don't even use the plasmas because I believe they are bugged. It doesn't really seem to do anything. All right, cool. So that's that. All right, then I just need to get this moved over, and that's like the main... that's like all the main AE stuff fixed and working again. I mean, it's gotten a little crazy, but To be honest, it looks kind of cool. That is just wires and craziness all over the place. Although this is a lot more organized. It may look a little crazy, like it is much more organized. Like these are the Eye of Harmonies, they're all next to each other, they're all exactly the same place. It is actually much organized for myself. This is a little crazy. I think I will probably consolidate some of these cabling too. So you can see like 12 channels, 13 channels. Well, they could be like on the same one, technically. So I might do a little bit of cleaning up, but a lot of this stuff has all kind of been redone already. It's kind of like the older stuff, like over here and stuff that is kind of crazy. But I got to figure out where all this is going. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to move the QFT. I'm going to break some of this stuff down and get that moved over. And then I think we are good to go with crafting up more of the Stargate plates. I do have a bunch of field generators. We'll get that going, and just one more block on our Stargates. We got 2 more of these chevron blocks for the actual structure. I think we have 6 total, but we only need 2 more for the actual structure. I think we need 4 for the controller, if I remember. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.